Alright, the rod is moved. I want to check to make sure I was still in focus. But you see, I'm turning this with my left hand, keeping the copper straight, kind of straight with my right. And you can see that this is just turning in beautifully, little by little by little. We're climbing up the exhaust hose. We don't have any kinks in it so far. That's what we're afraid of. You got to make sure that you see how it wants to ride up on itself. We got to kind of push it over. Make sure that it doesn't pull it tight. Just kind of spin it. And now it's climbing in on itself, which is what you want it to do. Get over there, please. Now my vise, I don't own the table the vise is hooked to, so I can't drive any holes in it. This is a rental property, and my landlord really won't let me do a whole lot of anything here. I really need to find a different place to be living. But that's another story that I'm not going into. And we just keep going. Now, when Peter Bruce did his video, he used 6 meters, or 3 meters. I've doubled that. I've started off with twice the amount of copper that he has, simply because I know I'm going to need a lot more hot water. Now you see I've got a kink in there. I don't know if I can get that out. I have to stop and unwind. One thing that's good about this, if you want to stop and unwind it, you just turn it the other way. I'm hoping I can get that kink out. Because that kink is going to be a pain in the butt later on. Now, if I'm traveling in Northern Europe, and I figure I will be, I need to get into Mongolia, also into Russia, up into the Siberian areas. I'm going to need heat, which is why I bought the little Chinese heater in the first place. And keeping water from freezing in the wintertime is not easy. So the reason that I'm doing this is so that not only do I have possibly a water supply to bathe with, I do have another set of another heat source for hot water in the vehicle I'm trying to put together. But I'm thinking of running my little pump when I run the heater, and running the water through here, into here, out there, all up through here, and right back to my water tank. As long as this heater is running, I can get a heat supply, and by simply running my drinking water through these coils, I'm going to be able to keep my water from freezing. And that's what all this is about. This is all about keeping water from freezing. I have spent too many years in northern Manitoba, Canada. I am not an expert on winter. There's a guy at the University of Winnipeg, his name is Dr. Freeze, and he's gone out and he subjects himself to extreme cold experimentation to find out what the body can and cannot do. And falling through the ice in the winter is something he does. Falling through the ice in the winter is something I don't want to do. I like the idea of staying warm. Funny things happen when you stay warm. Note, you can also stay too warm. So these last few wraps, I'm actually going to pull by hand, a couple of them, make sure it stays tight, a little loose in here, but I don't think that's going to hurt too much. And this will have to back off so that these two stay the same. Now, all you do to get this off is you can pull this up and unscrew it. But you just lift this and unscrew it. What I'm trying to do now is get this to unscrew. And this is going to have to take a few minutes. But as you can see, if you can catch the end of that shaft, this is actually unscrewing itself, which is what I need it to do. Oops, I was going the right way originally. Now I'm not. So, step over here. I better see what I'm doing. It's going to take a minute or two. Oh yeah. And this will just unscrew, and I'll bring you back when I get it all off.